Hello once again, everyone, and welcome back to our learning discussion or our video learning discussion. So, I hope you're all doing well and you're prepared for our discussion for this morning or the continuation of our lesson. So, medyo mataas na kasi yung time ng ating previous slide or ng ating previous topic, no? And para makahabol pa tayo sa ating lesson, so we will continue. And this is the part 2. Okay, the part 2 ng ating lesson. Okay, so if you have your handouts with you, please bring it out, and same goes with your cycle, your notebook, and your ball pen. And take note, I also have an additional or an activity, okay, na kailangan yung gawin later after this video. Okay, so yan siya. So to start, this in this video, we will discuss how to graph the inverse or the reciprocal of our three circular function. I know, two pa lang, no? Si sine at saka cosine. Now, si cosecant, okay, so we have here the cosecant function f of x is equal to CSCx. Okay, kaninong reciprocal ba ito si cosecant? Okay, kaninong reciprocal to siya? Okay, this is kay sine. Okay? So, sine. Hindi siya sine ha, sine. So, inverse or reciprocal ni sine itong si cosecant. So here, the domain of our cosecant function is x such that x is not equal to n pi, where n is an integer. So, meaning to say, meron tayong asymptote dito. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng asymptote? Okay, this is the where the graph and our x values ba yun is hindi mag-meet. Okay, kahit na ilang beses or kahit na i-extend mo yung mga lines nila. So, as you can see here in our graph, no? So, dito is here we have an example of our graph cosecant. So, here are the asymptotes niya. Okay, ito yung ginamin niya, no? So, na siya. So, we have here the asymptotes of our given function. And as you can see here, meron tayong pag-graph na ganito. And this one. Don't worry, no? Kasi relate lang ito siya or meron to siyang connection sa ating mga previous na discussion. Okay? Sige. So, we have here the values of our x. And then, undefined yung ating cosecant function if our x is 0. Then, if our x is pi over 6, our cosine x or cosine pi over 6 is equal to 2. So on and so forth. And usually, ganito ang sign or ganito ang graph ng ating given na function. Okay? Sige, bakit ko nasabi na related lang ito? Ano ba itsura ng ating given na, paano ba natin ginagraph si sine? Diba? Symmetrical siya, the point of origin. So, let's say, ganito ang kanyang graph. Okay? Ganyan. Pangita, oy. Sorry. Let's say, pag ganito ang graph ng ating given na sine function. Okay? And, ayan siya. So, as you can see, yung graph ng ating sine is, meron siyang x values or mga x-intercept, diba? Like, here and in this point. Dito din. Diba? And then, meron tayong mga curve na pag ganito. Wait lang. Laser. Ito. This one. And we have here the curve, and the curve, and the curve. So, yung mga x-intercept, meaning to say, ng ating sine is the asymptote ng ating cosecant. Okay? Ayan. As you can see here, meron tayong mga dash line. Yung mga dash line na yan represents the asymptote. And then, kung saan yung x-intercept ng ating sine function or the graph of our sine function is doon din natin makikita ang asymptote ng ating cosecant function. Okay? Like in this example. And then, here, ito yung graph, diba, ng ating sine. And then, since cosecant is just the reciprocal of our sine, okay, as you can see, yung pag-graph ng ating cosecant dito is pabaliktad lang siya. If this is the graph of our sine, ito naman yung graph ng ating cosecant. if this is the graph of our sine, ito naman ang graph ng ating cosecant. Okay, nakikita nyo ba? Na-observe nyo ba? So, yan siya, no? They are just related to each other. Okay? So, kasi dito, sabi to, there are no x-intercept. But, the x-intercept ni sine is the recept or the asymptote of our cosecant. Okay? The graph is discontinuous at values of x of the form x is equal to n pi and has vertical asymptotes at these values. Okay? Then, its graph has no amplitude since there is no maximum or minimum value. And the graph is symmetric with respect to the origin, so the function is an odd function. So, parang si sine lang talaga siya, no? So, yan siya. So, ito naman si secant. Kaninong reciprocal ba ito si secant? Okay. Reciprocal yan siya ni cosine. Okay, ni cosine. So, here the domain is x such that x is not equal to 2n plus 1 pi over 2 where n is an integer. So, later, no, magagamit natin ito siya. And then, meron tayong range na from negative infinity to negative 1. Or the union of from negative or the interval between negative infinity up to negative 1 and up to positive infinity up to positive, from 1 to positive infinity. So, ano ba itsura ng graph ni cosine? How do we graph cosine? Diba? Cosine is symmetric along y-axis. So, meaning to say, pag ganito ang graph ng ating cosine, diba? And then, if i-continue natin to siya, pag ganyan siya. Okay? So, as you can see, meron din siyang mga x-intercept. And dito natin siya makikita. The same lang sila ni sine, na kung ang x-intercept ni cosine is in that point, ang asymptote or the vertical asymptote naman ni secant is doon din natin makikita. No? Ayan, tingnan ninyo. The same lang sila. Okay? Now, if this is the graph, okay, wait, if this is the graph of our cosine, since reciprocal lang ni cosine si secant, ano ba ang reflection nito? Ano ba ang reverse nito? Siyempre, pa ganun. No? So, if ito naman, if is the graph of our cosine, ano ba ang inverse niyan? Siyempre, pa ganito. And here then, no? Ang reciprocal niyan is pa ganito. So on and so forth. Okay? It still has no x-intercept. And it has no amplitude since there is no maximum or minimum value. And the graph is symmetric with respect to y-axis, so the function is an even function for all x in the domain, so on and so forth. Okay, now let's discuss how we graph. So here are the guidelines for sketching the graphs of secant and cosecant functions. So the graph, to graph y is equal to cosecant bx or y is equal to a secant bx with b is greater than or equal to 0, follow these steps. So first step is graph the corresponding reciprocal function as a guide using a dashed curve. So ayan, i-graph daw muna natin yung kanyang corresponding reciprocal function. If we have cosecant, kung i-graph natin si cosecant, gagamitin natin si sine as our guide. If i-graph natin si secant, gagamitin natin si cosecant as our guide. Then, sketch the vertical asymptotes. They will have equations of the form x is equal to k, where k is an x-intercept of the graph of the guide function. Sige, later on, ma-explain natin yan siya. Then, sketch the graph of the desired function by drawing the typical U-shaped branches between the adjacent asymptotes. The branches will be above the graph of the guide functions when the guide function values are positive, and below the graph of the guide function when the guide function values are negative. Okay, so let's apply this concept or itong mga steps natin. So let's have this example. Let's graph y is equal to 2 secant 1/2 x. Okay. Kaninong reciprocal ba itong si secant? Kanino? Kay? Okay, kay cosine. So meaning to say, if we have y is equal to 2 secant 1/2 x, this will become y is equal to 2 cosine 1/2 x. Okay. Now, ano sunod? Okay, so first is, syempre, alamin natin ang period niya. No? So, what is the period? So, we have 2 pi over b. Okay, before that, meron ba tayong horizontal translation dito? Okay, wala. So, pwede natin gamitin yung ating previous na steps on how we can graph our circular functions. So, ano ba ibig sabihin ko nun? So, first is determine ang ating periods, and that is absolute value of 2 pi over b. Or here in this case, our b is what? Okay, our a is 2, while our b is 1/2. So, our b here is 1/2. So, meaning to say the period is 2 pi times 2 over 1, or this is equal to 4 pi. Okay, nakakasunod ba? Okay, very good. So, meaning to say, ayan, no, from 0 up to 4 pi yung period ng ating given na function. Na ano yung amplitude niya? Kasi 'di ba, according sa step is i-graph natin yung ating cosine as our guide para graph natin si secant later on. So, anong amplitude? So, that is absolute value of A, or this is absolute value of 2, and this will give us 2. Now, ano yung mga x values natin dito? So, meron tayong formula na P over 4, di ba? P over 4, P over 2, 3P over 4, or P. Or pwede ding hatiin natin into 4 equal parts itong ating interval. So, syempre, ang interval natin dito is from 0 to 4 pi. Okay? So, with our given na yung ginagawa natin, so ano bang middle value dito? 4 pi divide 2, that is equal to, or 0 plus 4 pi divide 2, that is equal to 2 pi. Then 0 plus 2 pi divide 2, that is equal to what? Okay, that is equal to pi. Then 2 pi plus 4 pi divide 2, that is equal to 3 pi. So, meaning to say, ito yung ating mga x values, no? So, after natin malaman yung mga x values, so, syempre, we need to make our table of values. So, first, we have x, then followed by 1/2 x, and cosine 1/2 x, and lastly, I see 2 cosine 1/2 x. Okay, nakakasunod ba? Okay. So, yung mga x values natin, we have 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, and 4 pi. Okay. Yan sila. So, what is 1/2 0? Or 1/2 times 0? Syempre 0. 1/2 times pi, that is equal to pi over 2. 1/2 times 2 pi, that is equal to pi. 1/2 times 3 pi, okay, that is equal to 3 pi over 2. And 1/2 times 4 pi, that's equal to 2 pi. Very good. Now, after that, what is cosine 0? Cosine 0 is 1. Cosine 1/2 or pi over 2, that is equal to 0. Cosine pi is equal to negative 1. Cosine 3 pi over 2 is 0. And cosine 2 pi is equal to 1. And lastly, 2 cosine 1/2 x, or 2 times 1, that is equal to 2. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times negative 1, that is equal to negative 2. 2 times 0 is 0. And 2 times 1, that is equal to 2. So, these values yung ating i-graph natin, or ipa-plot natin. Okay? Sige. So, first is we need to create our Cartesian plane. And meron tayong values or x values. Okay, this is our x, this is our y. So, our x values here are pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, and 4 pi. Okay. And our amplitude or yung mga y's natin ay 1 at saka 2, negative 1, and negative 2. Okay. Now, graph muna natin si cosine bago natin i-graph si secant. So, here we have 0, 2. So, meaning to say, dito natin ipa-plot yung point na iyan. 0, 2. Then, pi 0. Okay, dito natin yan siya ipa-plot. 2 pi negative 2. Okay, dito yan siya. Then 3 pi 0 is nandito yan siya. And then 4 pi 2. Okay, dito natin yan siya makikita. Then, i-graph natin to siya by using dash line. Kasi dapat solid yung ating reciprocal, yung ating secant talaga. Sige, paano natin i-graph yung sa kabilang side? So, the same with the previous, no? I-mirror lang natin. Pero negative na yung mga ating mga x values dito. Okay? Ayan. So, kapag pi, negative pi, that is 0. And then, so, mali itong ating nandito, no? Sorry for that. Then, 2 pi, negative 2. Then, 3 pi, 0. Then, 4 pi, negative 4 pi is 2. Ayan. Oh my goodness, sorry for that. Ayan. So, connect natin the dots. Parang nagalag yung aking laptop, ah. Ayan. So, this will be the graph of our 2 cosine 1/2 x. Now, let's graph 2 secant 1/2 x. So, paano? Ano ba yung ma-x-intercept ng ating given na graph? Okay, the x-intercept ay si pi. So, we have pi here. So, that will be our vertical asymptotes for 2 secant 1/2 x. Okay, kung saan yung ating x-intercept, doon natin makikita yung ating vertical asymptotes. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ayan. Now, ano next? I-graph natin yung ating curve. So, since this is, okay, dito tayo sa dulo. Pababa siya. So, syempre, anong reciprocal niyan? Pa-taas. Then, here, we have this graph. And here naman is pa-taas. And here, syempre, pababa yan siya, no? And dito naman is ganyan. So, mean to say, this is the graph of our y is equal to 2 secant 1/2 x. Is that clear? Nasundan ba? Any question? And so far, okay. So, para mas malinis, no, ito yung graph natin. Okay, ito yung pag-graph ng ating y is equal to 2 secant 1/2 x. Yung red curve dyan, or yung red dash line dyan, that represents the graph of y is equal to 2 cosine 1/2 x. While yung blue naman is the graph na nag-represent ng ating y is equal to 2 secant 1/2 x. Claro? Madali lang, no? If na-master niyo yung pag-graph, no, ng ating basic na yung mga circular function natin, madali na lang itong kanilang reciprocal. Kaya ayaw mo kahadlock. Okay, let's proceed to another example. Look, meron na tayong, ano yan? It includes the horizontal shift. So, meron tayong horizontal shift dito. Bakit ko nasabi naman horizontal shift? Kasi meron tayong ganito. Okay? Sige. Now, with this, paano natin to siya i-graph ngayon? Okay, syempre, i-graph muna natin ang original, yung guide natin dito. Kaninong reciprocal ba si cosecant? Okay, ang reciprocal niyan ay kay si sine. So, mean to say, this function will be y is equal to 3/2 sine x minus pi over 2. Okay? Since this has a horizontal shift or horizontal translation, syempre, alamin natin yung interval niya using the 3-part inequality. So, here we have from 0 to 2 pi. So, sige, let's assume na 1 period lang. So, ang 3-part inequality niya ngayon will be 0 is less than or equal to x minus pi over 2. And x minus pi over 2 is less than or equal to 2 pi. So, here we have 0 is less than or equal to x minus pi over 2. And then the other side is we have negative x minus pi over 2 less than or equal to 2 pi. To evaluate our x, transpose it negative pi over 2 sa kabila, and this will give us pi over 2 is less than or equal to x. And dito naman is we have x is less than or equal to 2 pi plus pi over 2, or x is less than or equal to 5 pi over 2. So, meaning to say, our interval here is from pi over 2 up to 5 pi over 2. Klaro? Okay, klaro. Now, what's next? Siyempre, i-divide natin into 4 equal parts yung ating interval. And meaning to say, our x values here, sige, kung na-divide natin into 4 equal parts, our x values will be what? Okay, that will be pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, 2 pi, and lastly, we have 5 pi over 2. Okay, ano sunod kay x? So, syempre, yung kanilang horizontal shift, x minus pi over 2. So, if we have x minus pi over 2 or pi over 2 minus pi over 2, that is equal to 0. Pi minus pi over 2, that is equal to pi over 2. 3 pi over 2 minus pi over 2, that is equal to pi. 2 pi minus pi over 2, that is equal to 3 pi over 2. And 5 pi over 2 minus pi over 2, that is equal to 2 pi. Then lastly, or next is we have sine x minus pi over 2. What is sine 0? What is sine 0? Okay, that is 0. Sine pi over 2 is 1. Sine pi is 0. Sine 3 pi over 2 is negative 1. And sine 2 pi is 0. And last is C, 3 halves. 3 halves sine x minus pi over 2. What is 3 halves times 0? Syempre 0. 3 halves times 1, that is 3 halves. And 3 halves times 0 is 0. Negative 1 times 3 halves, that is equal to negative 3 halves. And 0 times 3 halves, that is equal to 0. So take note, 3 halves is equivalent to 1.5. So gamitan lang natin ng decimal, no, sa pag-graph natin dito. Okay. So here is 1. And this is 2. And nandito si 1.5. 1, 2, and nandito si negative 1.5. And our x values are pi over 2, then pi, 3 pi over 2. Nagalag na jud ako ang laptop. Ga-charge man gud ko class. And we have 5 pi over 2. Ayan. Then, sa kabilang side is we have negative pi over 2, negative pi, negative 3 pi over 2, negative 2 pi, and we have negative 5 pi over 2. Yan. Nakakasunod pa ba? I hope nakikinig pa kayo, no? Okay. Sige, let's proceed to pag-graph natin dito. So, we have pi over 2, 0. So, syempre, nandyan yan siya. Then, pi 3 halves or pi 1.5 is nandyan siya. Okay, so sorry for that. Then, 3 pi over 2, 0 is nandito yan siya. 2 pi negative 3 halves is nandito yan siya. 5 pi of 0, ayan siya. Then, negative pi over 2, 0. Negative pi 3 halves. Then, negative 3 pi over, okay, 0. Then, negative 2 pi, negative 1.5, and negative 5 pi over 2, 0. Pinawala si pi over 2. Yan. So, meaning to say, if we connect this one, no, using our broken line or dash line is ganito ang pag-graph natin. Okay, what will happen? Ito at saka ito yung point natin. Anong i-graph? Saan natin idugtong? Kapag ganito ba? Syempre, hindi pa ganyan, no? Mali yun. Nawala. Sorry for that. So, ang gawin natin is, meron tayong y-intercept dito. Okay, balik tayo sa definition. Okay? Sketch the vertical asymptotes. They will have equations of the form x equals to k. K is k. So, here, ayan. So, here, meron lang tayong y-intercept na is negative 1.5. Okay, kasi yung amplitude niya, di ba? Or yung ating, dito, ano ba to? Sana yun siya. Ito, amplitude is 3 halves. So, that's why meron tayo dyan, no? Ayan. Connect natin yan sila. And this will give us the graph of our 3 halves sine x minus pi over 2. Now, let's graph our negative 3 halves cosecant pi over x minus pi over 2. So, syempre, locate natin ang kanyang vertical asymptote and nandito yung ating vertical asymptote. Kasi diba kung saan yung ating x-intercept, nandun ang ating vertical asymptote. So, nandyan yung ating vertical asymptote. Kaya pa ba? Laban lang mo, class, dira. Ha? Ayaw katulog-tulog. Maminaw. Di na ako ni ulitin ba sa klase. Okay? So, yan. So, the graph of our cosecant ngayon is pa ganito. Okay? Yan. Klaro ba? Nakakasunod ba? Naintindihan ba? Ayan. So, para mas limpyo, no, ingani ang graph sa tuang 3 halves cosecant x minus pi over 2. Gets? Klaro yan siya, no? Kayo pa. So, yan siya. Now, your task will be, try this one. Graph each function over a 1 period interval. Okay, assignment nyo to siya. And isusulat nyo ito sa 1 whole yellow paper. And hindi pa dito, meron pa itong kadugtong. Okay? So, i-graph ninyo si 3 secant 1/4 x at saka si negative 1/2 cosecant x plus pi over 2. Saan isulat? Sa 1 whole sheet of yellow paper. And this will be checked next meeting natin. So, face-to-face na natin. Okay? Kasi sa next meeting, we will also have our quiz. Kasi next week pa tayo mag-summative test. Okay? So, yan. Please take note. Note. Sagutan ito. Okay? So, yan siya. Let's proceed. The last topic ng ating graphing circular functions, which is si tangent function at saka ang kanyang inverse, the cotangent function. So, si tangent function is iba siya, no? Siyempre, ibang-iba talaga siya sa the rest. Okay? Siya lang yung merong, si tangent is meron tayong vertical asymptote dito. The graph is discontinuous at, the graph is discontinuous at values of x of the form x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi over 2 and has vertical asymptotes at these values. Its x-intercepts are of the form n pi. X-intercepts. So, yun siya, yung para sa kanyang vertical asymptotes. Its period is pi. Okay, period niya is pi. The rest is, yung kay sine at saka kay cosine is 2 pi. Okay? It has no amplitude since there is no maximum or minimum value. The graph is symmetric with respect to the origin, so the function is an odd function. So, reciprocal siya. Symmetric siya with respect to the origin. Okay? So, yan siya. If positive yung ating tangent, in this direction yung kanyang graph. Pero pag negative, okay, in this direction naman yung kanyang graph. Okay, baliktad lang. Sige, si cotangent function naman is ito siya, no? So, the graph is discontinuous at values of x of the form x equal to n pi and has a vertical asymptotes at these values. Its x-intercepts are of the form 2n plus 1 pi over 2. No amplitude pa rin siya. And symmetric siya with the respect to the origin. So, si sine at saka si tangent and cotangent at saka si cosecant are symmetric, or yung graph nila is symmetric with respect to the origin. Si cosine lang at si secant ang symmetric with respect to the y-axis. Okay? So, yan. Now, here are the guidelines for sketching graphs of tangent and cotangent. So, syempre, first is to determine ang period niya. So, diba, kinasine at saka cosecant, cosine at saka secant, ang kanilang period ay 2 pi over b. Ibahin nyo si tangent. Pi over b lang ang kanyang period. Okay? So, to locate two adjacent vertical asymptotes, solve the following equations. So, syempre, si tangent, no? Is meron siyang vertical asymptotes. And we can solve them by this. Follow lang natin ito siya. For y, okay, for y is equal to a tan bx, ito ang kanyang vertical asymptotes. Negative pi over 2, then pi over 2. Pero bx, okay? Bx is equal to negative pi over 2. And then, i-evaluate pa natin yan siya. Okay? And also, we have bx is equal to pi over 2. Then, for cotangent naman, is bx equal to 0 at saka bx equal to pi. Then, after that, after natin ma-determine ang kanyang vertical asymptotes, is we need to sketch the two vertical asymptotes. Then, the same with the previous na mga example natin is i-divide natin yung interval ng ating vertical asymptotes into 4 equal parts. So, si vertical asymptotes, siya yung ating i-divide. So, meaning to say, sa vertical asymptotes na ito, no, sa dalawang vertical asymptotes na ito, dyan yung interval ng graph ng ating given na tangent or cotangent. Okay? Then, evaluate the function. So, ganun pa rin, no? We will make our x values here, yung table of values natin. And then, saka natin i-join or i-connect the dots. Okay? Sige, let's have an example. So, we have here y is equal to tan 2x. So, what is the period of this given function? So, ano ba yung b niya? B niya is 2. So, with this, the period is pi over b, or that is equal to pi over 2. Okay? Now, ano next sabi doon is to determine then ang kanyang vertical asymptotes. And since tan yan siya, ito yung gagamitin natin. Bx is equal to negative pi over 2 and tsaka bx is equal to pi over 2. So, here we have bx is equal to negative pi over 2 and bx is equal to pi over 2. Now, take note, yung b natin dito is 2. So, palitan natin yung 2 natin dito by, yung b natin dito by 2. So, we have 2x is equal to pi over 2. Then, isolate si x. Since yan yung gusto natin nalaman, so, divide both sides by 2. So, x here is equal to pi over 2 over 2, or simply x is equal to pi over 4. Okay? Nakasunod ba? Okay. Now, next is we have ganun pa rin, 2x. Okay, sorry. Negative pala to siya, no? Negative. Negative, negative. And dito naman is positive pi over 2. Then, divide both sides by 2. So, x is equal to pi over 4. So, mean to say, no? Ito yung kanyang vertical asymptotes. Okay, sige. Let's try to graph ito siya. Or sketch natin yung kanyang vertical asymptotes. So, negative pi over 4 at saka si pi over 4. So, nandito yung kanyang dalawang vertical asymptotes. Ma'am, natikwi naman na yung line. Sorry, class ha. Medyo, tikwi na, di na tarong ang pag-graph naton. Dadali ta para dili mo ma-overtime dere. Okay? So, yan siya. So, anong next? After natin ma-sketch ang vertical asymptotes, divide the interval by 4 equal parts. So, ganun pa rin, no? If we have negative pi over 4, at saka pi over 4 here, ano yung middle dito? Ano yung value between them? I-divide mo natin siya sa 2 equal parts. So, negative pi over 4 plus pi over 4, that is equal to 0, and divided by 2, that is 0. Then here, negative pi over 4 plus 0 divided by 2, that is equal to negative pi over 8. Here naman, 0 plus pi over 4 divide 2, that is equal to pi over 8 pa rin. Okay, nakakasunod ba? Okay. Now, ano next? What's next? So, syempre, gawa natin siya ng table of values niya. Kasi yun yung sabi dito, no? Evaluate the function for the first quarter point using the x values found in step 3. So, ito lang yung ginamin niya, no? The x, 2x, then tan 2x. Ano yung mga x values natin? We have negative pi over 4, negative pi over 8, 0, pi over 8, and pi over 4. Then 2 times negative pi over 4, that is equal to negative pi over 2. 2 times negative pi over 8, that is equal to negative pi over 4. This is 0, this is pi over 4, and this is equal to pi over 2. Now, what is tan negative pi over 2? So, tangent negative pi over 2 is equal to tan negative pi over 2. Okay, undefined siya. Bakit? Bakit undefined? Okay, so yan siya. Oh, wait lang. Double check ko muna. Okay, mali pala yung aking sinulat. Hindi pala siya dapat negative pi over 2. Okay. Take note. In this area, no, undefined siya kasi yan yung kaniyang vertical asymptote. Okay, that's why undefined siya. Then, let's proceed dito. Okay, ganun din dito sa part na ito. Undefined siya kasi yan yung kanyang vertical asymptote. Now, all you need to do is ito na lang. Si tan negative pi over 4. What is tan negative pi over 4? Okay, that is equal to negative 1. Then, tan 0. Tan 0 is equal to, syempre, 0. And then, tan pi over 4 is 1. Okay? So, yan siya. So, here we have negative pi over 4, negative pi over 8, 0, then pi over 8, and pi over 4. Now, graph natin ito si negative pi over 8, negative 1. So, syempre, this is 1, and this is negative 1. So, negative pi over 8, negative 1, and then pi over 8, 1. So, connect natin yung dots natin. Syempre, dadaan yan siya sa origin, ha? Don't forget, dadaan yan siya sa origin. So, mean to say, ganito ang graph ng ating given na tangent function. Supposedly, dapat ganito ang itsura niya. Okay? So, yan. Sorry, medyo pangit yung pag-graph ko, class. Pero ganyan talaga yung pag-graph niya. Okay? So, yan siya. Any question? Klaro? Sige. Dalian natin, no? Baka ma-1 hour naman tayo dito. So, let's try this one. So, we have here negative 3 tan 1/2 x. So, first is, anong gawin natin? Alamin ang kanyang period. So, the period is solved by pi over b. And we have here, anong b natin dito? Okay, that is 1/2. Okay. Pi over 1/2. or this is equal to pi times 2 over 1 or simply 2 pi. Now, ano next? Okay, this is tangent. So, alamin natin yung two vertical asymptotes niya using bx is equal to, ano yun? Okay, bx is equal to negative pi over 2 and bx is equal to pi over 2. Yung b natin dito is 1 half. So, 1 half x is equal to negative pi over 2. So, evaluate si x, or evaluate natin ito. Isolate si x, so divide natin both side by 1 half. Or x is equal to negative pi over 2 times 2, or simply x is equal to negative pi. Then here naman, we have bx, 1 half x pala. 1 half x is equal to pi over 2. Divide both sides by 1 half. So, x here is equal to pi over 2 times 2 over 1. Or x is simply equal to pi. So, if we graph yung kanyang vertical asymptotes, okay, is we have negative pi at saka si pi. Dito natin siya makikita yung kanyang vertical asymptotes. Nakakasunod ba? Okay, laban. So, with that, syempre, divide natin into 4 equal parts, no? So, yung x values niya ngayon will be, x, 1 half x, tan 1 half x, and lastly is we have negative 3 tan 1 half x. So, yung mga x values natin dito? So, yung mga x values natin dito is negative pi over 2. Okay. Negative pi over 2. Or negative pi. Sige, visualize muna natin na. Ayan. Negative pi. 0. Negative pi over 2 at saka si pi over 2. So, negative pi over 2. 0. Pi over 2. And lastly, we have pi. So, take note, undefined na yung nandito. So, hindi na natin siya kasali. Dapat, ito na lang. Focus lang tayo dito kay negative pi over 2, 0, and pi over 2. So, what is 1 half negative pi over 2? Okay, that is equal to negative pi over 4. 0, pi over 4. What is tan pi over 4? Tan pi over 4 is, pi over 4 is equal to 1. 1, 0, 1. Okay? Tama ba? Negative pala to siya, no? Negative 1 pala to. Dapat dito. Then, negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. 0, negative 3. So, mean to say, if we plot this one, no? We have your negative pi over 2 and pi over 2. 1, 2, 3. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Negative pi over 2, positive 3. And then, pi over 2, negative 3. So, pag ganito. Ay, sorry class. Pangit feed kayo siya. Wait lang. Okay. Dapat, paano yung itsura magod apat o class? Okay? Sorry for that. Dapat pag ganyan yung kanyang itsura. And take note, negative yun siya nandito, no? So, that's why pabaliktad siya. Or, para mas malinis, ganito ang pag-graph ng ating negative 3 tan 1 half x. Nasundan? Any question? None so far? Okay. Now, last one is ito. cotangent naman. Yes, last na. Okay. So, syempre, alamin muna natin ang kanyang period. So, period niya, sorry, bakit Y yan siya? So, ganito ha, the same lang. Alamin ang period, then the vertical asymptotes. Pero, ang kaibahan lang, ang vertical asymptotes ni cotangent is bx is equal to 0 at saka bx is equal to pi. Okay? Sige. We have here, ayan. Period is equal to pi over b. So, ano yung b natin dito? Our b is 2. So, meaning to say, ang period ng ating cotangent is pi over 2. Okay? May complete cycle siya sa value ng pi over 2. Now, ano yung kanyang vertical asymptotes? So, that is bx is equal to 0 and bx is equal to pi. Ano yung b natin dito? Okay, that is 2. So, 2x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 0. Then here we have 2x is equal to pi or x is equal to pi over 2. So, mean to say, if we graph this one, x is 0. So, along sa y-axis. Okay? And then we have pi over 2. Ayan. Tama ba? Okay. Okay. Now, next. Anong next? Okay. So, we need to find, or divide this one into 4 equal parts para malaman natin yung mga x values niya. So, 0 plus pi over 2 divide 2. Pi over 2 divided by 2, that is equal to pi over 4. Then here, pi over 4 divide 2, that is equal to pi over 8. And here naman, pi over 4 plus pi over 2 divided by 2, that is equal to 3 pi over 8. Okay? So, meaning to say, the table of values nito will be x. Okay? X will be is equal to 0. Pi over 8. Oh my goodness. Pi over 8. Pi over 4. 3 pi over 8. And lastly is pi over 2. Ano sunod kay x? Siyempre si 2x. Ano kay sunod kay 2x? That is cotangent 2x. And last na natin si 1/2 cotangent 2x. And sunod, okay, I hope nakikinig pa kayo dyan. Say 2 times 0, that is 0. 2 times pi over 8, that is equal to pi over 4. 2 times pi over 4, that is equal to pi over 2. Then 2 times 3 pi over 8, that is equal to 3 pi over 4. Then 2 times pi over 2, that is simply equal to pi. What is cotangent 0? Ma'am, may cotangent diri sa cycle, ma'am. Pinduto lang ninyo si shift, then tan. Tan raised to negative 1 is the inverse, no? Or that is simply cotangent. Okay? Okay. Cotangent 0, that is equal to 0. Cotangent pi, okay, sorry for that. Pi over 4. Oh, dapat naka-regions to siya. Pi over 4 is, abi dito, 0.66, sige. Then, pi over 2, that is 1.00. Then 3 shift tan 3 pi over 4, that is equal to 1.169. Then cotangent pi is equal to 1.169. to 6. Then 0, hanapin so on and so forth. So, mean to say, ganito lang yung graph niya, class. Okay? Para hindi na tayo matagalan. So, yan. So, this will be the graph of our given na function. Pi over 4. Syempre, what is 1 half? Times 1. Ayan siya. Okay? So, ayan siya. Any question? Klaro na? Sige, with that, another activity. This will be the part 2 of your assignment. Okay, this is the part 2. So, part 1 yung ito. Okay, this is part 1. And part 2 naman is ito. The same pa rin. Idugtong nyo lang doon, no? So, 1 half cross size, 1 half cross size, 1 whole sheet of yellow paper pa rin ito. Okay? So, yan siya. So, this one, no, is next meeting na lang siguro or reading assignment na lang to siya. Okay? So, yan siya. So, please answer this activity and together with this one. Okay? I-check natin yan sa next meeting. Next time we will meet. Okay? So, yan siya. So, I think that's it, everyone. Thank you for listening. I hope you're doing well or lumalaban pa kayo dyan, no? Sige. At least natapos na natin ng first handout natin, no? So, ayan siya. So, see you next meeting, everyone. God bless and ingat kayo palagi. Bye-bye.